Welcome to the King of the Court podcast with Ben Riggs and Ben Staten.
We have to address the biggest miscarriage of justice that has been happening in this country, and that was LeBron James getting nominated to, I believe, his 842nd consecutive All-Star game as a starter over Victor Wembanyama. The NBA has to decide whether they're just going to ride this AARP ship with their three dudes, Steph Curry, LeBron, and KD, or they're going to invest in the future. Victor Wembanyama has been a superior player all year long, in my opinion. He impacts games more. It's not a criticism of LeBron. Well, it is. He shouldn't be the person, but this is ludicrous. This is silly. It would be good if the NBA started to make moves, rig some elections, start investing in its future, like you've seen other leagues do. At some point, the alien will inherit the earth.
It's definitely the players and the fans. The media voted with you. The players voted LeBron number 2, and the fans voted LeBron number 2.
It is a giant conspiracy against Victor Wembanyama
for the front court. For the front court, it looks like KD tied LeBron amongst players and finished third amongst fans. Victor Wembanyama came in fourth with players and fourth with fans, but he got second amongst the media.
Always said, us media members, we're geniuses.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there with you on the media. I can't agree with them about that. But it's funny, Luka got the third number of fan votes. And
I'm sure this version of Luka.
I haven't even
some
played.
people are going to realize that Luka is not a value add to the All-Star game.
Oh no! I actually told my son tonight. As much as I'm a huge Luka fan, huge LeBron fan too. And I'm actually fine with the LeBron over Wemby thing, if for no other reason than I don't care to see LeBron at an All-Star game sitting on the bench.
Well, this new format, he wouldn't have sat on the bench anyways because they're playing 4 separate teams. I
don't fully understand the way that's going to work, like how they select the team captains.
This is why it's genius. No one does.
Yeah.
Because if they did, someone would have explained it to us already, and no one has, which means no one has any idea what's going to happen.
I'm not real clear on like how the team captains are going to be selected. Is it just going to be like the top 4 vote getters? Like, do you know who selects these teams?
No, look, this again, no one knows how this works. If someone did, they would have explained it to us more clearly than they have.
But where I'm confused is the starters, as it was announced, if I'm not mistaken, are Shea and Steph, LeBron, KD, and Jokic.
Yeah.
The starters for who? Like, or is it just?
Again, no one has any idea what's happening, and I think you're asking. Your questions are cogent. They're appropriate, but there's no answers because no one thought this through yet. But
do we just take like the next 5 and they're a team?
Dude, there's a G League team playing in this as well. You know that, right? There's a random G League team that's participating in this thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a G League team. There's a G League team, and that's also going to have members of the Rising Stars Challenge in it. Like, it's going to be playing in the All-Star game as well. People, this is going to be. Your face right now explains everyone's.
I don't understand what you're saying. Like, we're just putting a random G League team in the All-Star game.
No,
you know what that is. You know what that is. I guarantee you what that is. Is Adam Silver saying, "Oh, okay, so y'all don't want to try hard? I'm going to give you the embarrassment of a G League team trying as hard as they can to beat you."
Yes, and that's exactly what it is. Because those guys are going to come out playing as hard as possible because one of them wants to dunk on LeBron, there's also a Rising Stars team, or they may be combined with the G League team.
But let me ask you this question, like honest question too, dude. You said it's the biggest travesty.
Oh, it's a complete travesty.
I'm saying you said biggest.
Yes.
I take offense to that. I can name one from last year that's worse.
What?
Domantas Sabonis not being an All-Star last year is worse than Wemby not starting this year.
Maybe.
Sabonis not being an All-Star last year is worse than Wemby not starting. Sabonis Wasn't he all NBA last year? Like, I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about, dude. Like, even this year, like the Kings are playing exceptionally well.
He's not going to make it this year. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
he's way down the list. I'm looking at it right now.
They guaranteed it by putting Wemby in there because they're going to
He's barely above Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
He's barely above Andrew Wiggins, and Sabonis is averaging 21 and 14 with 6 assists. He's shooting 47% from 3 and 60% from the floor with 21 points a game and 14 rebounds a game on arguably the hottest team in the NBA right now. And this son of a bitch is barely above Andrew Wiggins.
Like this is great because it's like they took all the ideas from the recent NBA All-Star game at things where it's like, let's do a draft. Fuck it, let's bring in other players. Fuck it, we'll play for charities. Fuck it, we're bringing in 5 teams. Yeah. Actually, half the people are not going to be all-stars. It's going to be random people we found on the street.
Let's just go ahead and have a team called the Snubs. And like we're gonna field a team with some dudes with some chips on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Right? Like some dudes who are just legit pissed off, walking around disgruntled and resentful at the way all-star voting is done. And this is my team. All right. I'm going for the Western Conference. I'm going to have Jaren Jackson Jr., Domantas Sabonis, and Andrew Wiggins in my front court.
I want to point out that to all listeners, this is not a planned segment. This is just him rattling names off from the top of his head.
And I'm going to put in my front. And look, you can fuck with me all you want. I'm just saying that I'm going to put Devin Booker and Norman Powell in my backcourt. And I'm going to have Larry Bird go in and give another speech this year to those guys. But this speech is going to be like, look,
you're why is Andrew Wiggins on your team?
Because he's down at the bottom. Don't ask me why he's on my team.
You listen.
The fucking fans and the media voted him there. That's why he's on my team.
This is a borderline level of you being like, I'm gonna have a team of Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Derek White, Andre Jackson Jr. Like that. That's the.
But I'm gonna have Larry Bird go in there and give him a speech before the game, like he did last year with the All-Star team. I'm gonna have him go in there and give him the speech before the game where he tells them like, you got to take this game serious, man. Like this game is part of the NBA's legacy. And I want him to give him like it's gonna be like one of those chest poking speeches, like where your dad's poking you in the chest while he's talking to you. And I want him to go in there and tell Sabonis like, look, man. I want you here, but they don't want you here. They don't want you here. Like they don't care about your triple doubles. They don't care about your double doubles. They don't care you're on the hottest team in the Western Conference. They don't care that you were snubbed last year, and they don't care that you weren't an all-star, but you were all NBA. They don't give a shit, Doma. Go out there and prove them wrong. And then have him go out there, and he's running up against a team with Jokic and Luka on it that are out there like dribbling the ball and kicking it to each other and trying to head it in the goal in the middle of a game because they don't take the All-Star game serious.